John Gill, Nahum chapter 2, verse 9. Reading from the King James Bible, quote, "Take ye the spoil of silver, take the spoil of gold, for there is none end of the store and glory out of all the pleasant furniture," unquote. John Gill, quote, "Take ye the spoil of silver, take the spoil of gold, of which there was a great quantity in this rich and populous city. These are the words of the prophet, or of the Lord by the prophet, to the Medes and Chaldeans, to seize the spoil of the city, now fallen into their hands, suggesting that this was by the order and will of God, though they saw it not, or of the generals of the army of the Medes and Babylonians, giving lead to the common soldiers to take part of the plunder, there being enough for them all, officers and private men. For there is none end of the store and glory out of all the pleasant furniture, no end of the wealth which had been hoarded up, and of their household good and rich apparel, which their coffers, houses, and wardrobes were full of, the value of which could not be told. The king of Assyria, perceiving that he, his family, and his wealth were alike to fall into the hands of the enemy, caused a pile of wood to be raised, and in it heaped his gold, silver, and royal apparel, and enclosing himself, his eunuchs, and his concubines in it, set fire to it, and destroyed himself and them. It is said there, no less in this pile than 1,000 mitres of talents of gold, which are about 1,400 million sterling, and 10 times as many talents of silver, together with apparel and furniture unspeakable. And yet, after all this, the princes of the Babylonians and Medes carried off vast quantities. The Babylonian prince loaded several ships with the ashes of the pile, and a large quantity of gold and silver, discovered to him by a eunuch, a deserter, and the Median prince what of the gold and silver left out of the pile, which were many talents, and fell into his hands, he sent to Ecbatana, the royal city of Media." Unquote. Scripture quote, "Take ye the spoil of silver, take the spoil of gold, for there is none end of the store and glory out of all the pleasant furniture." Unquote. End of Nahum chapter 2, verse 9.